Hello, my beautiful peaches. Welcome to my channel, Life with Zafira, and it's me, your host, Zafira. And as you can see, we're in the kitchen. So we're definitely cooking something today. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we're gonna be cooking today. So come on. Okay, so we're gonna be cooking some homemade chicken and dumplings in a Dutch oven. I believe that's what this is called. So you want your pan to get nice and warm so you can melt 6 tablespoons of butter. That's a lot of butter, I know, but it's good, really good. Alright, that's getting all nice and melted up. I was looking for a spoon. And of course I have my handy dandy phone here to help me remember the instructions because I've only made this a few times. I haven't made this quite as often yet, but I need to because making it this way is oh so good. And just to let y'all know, I cheated a little bit. Before starting the video, I cut up carrot, celery, onion, and the chicken. Oh, and I did make my own chicken broth. I boiled some chicken breasts, but I didn't think y'all wanted to hang out for that. So I got all that done so you don't have to wait here. Well, I chop. So yeah. Okay, so like I said, our first step was to melt some butter over medium high, 6 tablespoons. And you're gonna wanna put in your onions, carrots, and celery. So let me grab that. So I have diced up carrots, celery, and onion in here, and that's what you're gonna put in with the butter. And make sure the butter coats every single thing you just put in here. Make sure it's all well coated. And remember the rule, flavor each layer or season each layer, whichever you prefer to say it, but add a little bit of salt here. You don't have to do too much because we'll be adding in with every layer. Some pepper. Now this isn't on the recipe that I'm using, but I like to add some mint to this. Not fresh mint, just mint that we have in our spices. So let me grab that. Okay. Found our mint. Don't want to add too much, but just enough. There, I think that'll be good. Around here, I'll also add a little bit of garlic powder. Not too much because we can add more later on. Still just letting that butter fully melt with the veggies as they slowly cook. I'll add a little bit of onion powder. I know you're probably thinking, but didn't you just add onions? Well, yeah, I did, but just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with extra flavor. Just saying. I just have to say, those onions were spicy. It's making my eyes water. So bad. I'm just grabbing the flour because we're gonna need that here in a bit. Yep, still making my eye water. Ooh-wee. Hold on, hold on. On today's news, I was beat up by an onion. Jeez, got me crying like crazy. Ugh. Spicy onion, wow. All right. So our butter is all melted. The veggies are starting to look a little soft, because that's what you want. They want to get a little nice and, I guess not mushy, but just soft, where like you can cut it with the spoon that you're using. That way you know they're cooking good. Okay, so for the flour that we're gonna add, we're gonna be adding 3 tablespoons. Got my spoons. And the reason why I'm making this is because I really don't feel that great today, so why not make some homemade soup? And I know you're probably thinking, well, why are you making it? Well, because I want to make it. Alright, adding the first tablespoon of flour. 1. And you'll want to stir at the same time. I know it's pretty difficult, but do as best as you can. Adding the other one. I'm not left-handed, as you can see, but you know what? We'll make it work. Try not to make a mess in the process, but we all know that's gonna happen. All right, got our 3 tablespoons of flour in there. Stir to combine for about a minute. Let that go for a quick second. Cover our flour. Okay, and the next thing is evaporated milk. And you're going to want to put the whole 12-ounce can, which is what we got. I know usually people have the other thing to just poke it open, but I'm going to do it this way. I'm not going to open it all the way, and I'm slowly going to pour it in while stirring. Slowly pouring in while I stir. And put the whole can. Every last drop. That was the last drop. I got it all. And then scrape the bottom a little bit. Get any goodness that's stuck to the bottom. Alright. Now we're going to add our chicken stock, which we need we will need 4 cups of chicken broth. I still got my chicken sitting in here, so you know, don't want to pick that up just yet. But I boiled my chicken with onions, with garlic, and then chicken bouillon. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I didn't fully make those full cups. Not that much, more like that much probably. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Alright, and now that we added the chicken broth with the evaporated milk along with the veggies and butter and all that, you're going to slowly stir so you can make sure everything is well combined. We're pretty much making a roux to thicken all of this because it looks pretty watery right now, but with the flour that was added to the veggies, it'll help thicken that up. And just like that, keep going for a little bit. We're going to want to bring it to a boil before we add the chicken. But while we wait for that, let's go ahead and add some more spices. So, I'll add some more garlic powder. There we go. Some more pepper. Sorry, we like a lot of pepper. Salt. Some onion powder. Oh, almost put the paper for the butter in here. Don't want to do that. All right, onion powder. To add a little bit of spiciness, just a little bit of this, not too much. I can open it, there you go. Yeah. Just enough to sprinkle just a bit. Alright, stir that up a bit. Let's see what else we can put in there. I'm gonna put some poultry seasoning in there. And some thyme leaves. All we need is a little thyme. Alright, I mean, that was not a little bit, that was a medium bit. Something like that. Alright. Now we're just waiting for that to come to a boil. We added all the extra spiciness that we wanted to add. We still got our chicken over here that we will add once it comes to a boil. Then once it comes to a boil, we'll add the chicken. And then we'll be making our own homemade dumplings. Like, it's gonna be just like the raw biscuit. Before you form it into a biscuit to put in the oven, we're gonna be making the dough for that, so that way we can plop it on there so it can cook for us here in a bit. So that's what we're waiting for. Before I forget, here's our fit check. Just a cute little dress. It reminds me of somebody that's gonna go play tennis or something, you know. Super cute. Thought it'd be fun to wear because it is nice and toasty in here because it is very cold outside. And so I thought, well, if it feels good in here, might as well put on something cute. What do you think? Hopefully y'all like it. I'm gonna clean up my mess. Alright, we're starting to get a little boil going. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit thicker. Not too much. Because it is still technically, you know, chicken and dumpling soup. But you just don't want it too runny. You can see some thickness in there. Gosh, I am so sore. I tried this new TikTok trend that was going around and I hurt myself. It hurt. I hurt. I'm kind of like sore here. Like it feels like I did like a 1,000 crunches or something. I don't know. That's what it feels like to me, but it didn't do nowhere near that. Alright, now that it's boiling, let me go ahead and grab our chicken. Bigger piece of onion down there. Don't worry, just my nails touch that. And yes, my hands are clean. Yes, I'm picking out the bigger pieces of onion. Like I said, my hands are clean, plus it's just me and my husband, so whatever. If I gotta do it this way, it happens. Don't judge me. I mean, you can if you want to. I won't know. You're behind the screen anyway. I won't know about it unless you tell me about it. Don't. Or if you want, I don't know. Makes conversation, doesn't it? Golly, how big were these chickens' breasts? Pretty big, I'll tell you. I'm just kidding. We used about 3 breasts. That's why there's so much chicken. But I will definitely add the recipe down below so that way you can, if you want to follow it and not use as much as I am, that is perfectly fine. But I see how it is. I see. It's okay. It's alright. Okay, looks like we finally got all the chicken out. So go ahead and mix it all together. All mixed together. Let me rinse my, oh, let me wash my hands. Sorry, not rinse them. I know. Okay, so now that we put the chicken in and it's brought up to a boil, you want to turn it down to a simmer. I'm gonna add just a little bit more chicken bouillon. That smells so good. I wish y'all could smell it. I really wish y'all could. It smells so lovely. I feel like this is gonna cure whatever's wrong with me. Unless it's mental. Nah, that could still cure it. Yeah. Okay. Now that we let that go with a nice little simmer, you're gonna want to get a bowl because now we're gonna make our dumplings. Okay, I gotta get behind you to get my bowl, so out the way. You really had to make it difficult to get that bowl, huh? But I got it. Okay, I got our bowl. Now I don't remember what goes in our bowl. Gonna do a little mixy mix. And I don't know if you see what time it is. Work isn't over till 5. I know you're probably thinking, why the heck are you cooking this right now? But I just wanted to like slowly simmer until then, you know? So we're just taking our sweet time with it. Is that okay with you? Better be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that mean. Or am I? Nah. Huh? Nah. Okay. So we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and we just used our cup thing for chicken broth. Time to clean. Sorry, had to make sure it was dry. Alright, 2 cups. And I just put the flour up. I thought I was done with it. Ugh. I should have remembered, but I didn't. Two cups of all-purpose flour in the bowl. 1. 2. Now to rinse this thing again. I have a feeling I ain't done with that cup yet, or the measuring cup yet. But I think I'm done with this. I think. I hope. Did you see that big stretch? Did good, huh? Yeah. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna need is 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So 1 tablespoon. Okay, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Finally, took forever. Alright, 1 teaspoon of salt, but I'm just gonna measure with my heart. I think that's enough. Some thyme. Okay, I think that's enough. I made a mess on the floor. Oops. I gotta get behind you again. Sorry. Yeah. Dropping everything. Okay. So, butter. Curry butter. Okay. So 4 tablespoons of melted butter. So in the microwave it goes for about 30 seconds. And then once we put in that, actually I'll just use this thing again. I told you I wasn't going to be done with this. You need 3/4 cup of milk. If you don't have milk, you can use heavy cream. Just add a little bit of water. Like, don't put the full amount that it tells you. Just put a bit of the heavy cream and then water. But you shush it. Talking here. Okay, we got our milk. We got our butter. Still trying to melt a bit. Yeah, put pepper in there already. Okay. Gotta get our whisk. Actually, not a whisk. Since we'll be messing with dough, you want something like this. Okay, so you want to pour the milk and butter to the center of this. You just make sure everything is well combined before doing that. Alright, now make a little hole or a little divot, whatever you want to call it. You'll want to put your butter and your milk. You can add more milk or water if it's still too dry. Alright, now that we added it to the center, we're going to mix it together. Do not distract me, I'm cooking here. My cat. You don't want to overmix the dough too much. If you got to get your hands in there, you can. Just make sure you get everything just mixed well together, but just don't overdo it too much. I'm just trying to get all the loose powder, anything else. That's what it looks like for me. Alright, now to clean again. Never ends. Excuse me, kitty. Sorry about that. Really had to clean, especially since I got these nails. I like to really clean under my nails when I can. Excuse me, kitty. This dang cat can trip me. That was a sink. That was weird. I don't know if y'all heard that noise. Yeah, probably won't. Okay, anyways. Okay, so now you can grab like a cookie dough scooper thing, whatever you want to call it. Or you could just use your hands, just grab a small ball. So, like this, and you're gonna toss it in. Actually, I'll make it a little bit smaller if I can. Alright, you can do strips if you want to. I prefer balls. Anyways, yeah. So like this, I just toss them in there. Now it says here to cook them for about 15 minutes with the lid on, but honestly it takes a little bit longer. Especially if you don't want the biscuits to be too doughy. You're gonna want to cook it for a little bit longer. I'll definitely let y'all know before, or when we serve ourselves, I will let you know how long it actually took. But we'll definitely start with 15 minutes. Would you stop rubbing against me, please? He's obsessed with me. And I'm just placing them all around where there's space. I'm not overcrowding them right now. You'll just want to add a nice little layer. And then once you get a nice little layer, go ahead and kind of gently fold in the biscuits into the soup. You don't want to break these apart or anything like that. And halfway through, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to mix around, but you don't want to do it too rough. You want to gently stir it around. What do you want, mister? You don't even like human food. Okay, still got some room. I mean, they're eventually gonna get close to each other and kind of fuse together, but you just want to try to not like just dump them all together, you know, just do it separately a little bit. got everything out of the bowl. Rinse that here in a second, and like I mentioned, gently. So just from the side and pull, from the side and pull, and then push. From one side, pull. From one side, pull, and then push. There we go. There that is, there that is. Then you'll want to cover it. Like so. He's making me forget what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be cleaning up my mess. So just to mention, this soup should still be simmering. Yeah, we have a bit of a simmer going on. And you let that simmer go. And like I said, you let it cook for about 15 minutes. We may have to do it more because we don't like our biscuits to be too doughy. But for now, I'm gonna start it with 15 minutes. I think the last time it ended up being like 25 minutes, almost 30, just because like we don't like our biscuits to be doughy at all. And then plus, like I said, I leave it low and slow, just on a simmer. It's not too hot, it's not too high. That's what I do. Plus, we still have some time before people get off of work and before they got stuff to do, so that's why we're leaving it like that. So we'll go ahead and set a timer. Okay, Google, set a timer for 15 minutes.
Sure, 15 minutes. And we're starting now.
So we'll let those 15 minutes go. I'll come back, check them, gently fold them in, check the biscuits. They'll definitely have to go longer because they usually do. But once we are all bowled up, ready to eat, I'll go ahead and let y'all know. I'll go ahead and show y'all the bowl and let y'all know how it tastes. Maybe even get the hubby's reaction, see how he likes it. He better like it, if not. I'm just kidding. He's taller than I am. I could only wish, you know? I mean, no. That sounded bad. I don't wish to beat him up, but like if I needed to, you know, I wouldn't be able to. Alright, I'm gonna let y'all go. Be back in a minute. Make sure you bring your appetite so we can eat this. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, my peaches, we are back. Here is our finished chicken and dumplings. I know it's kind of hard to see those dumplings, but I swear they're in there. It simmered for quite some time. Honestly, I don't remember. I'll have to double check and give y'all the exact time, but I believe these biscuits cooked for about 20 minutes, so let's give it a try. That was really good. Really, really good. Alright, my peaches, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me while I made some chicken and dumplings. If you make it, let me know how it goes down in the comments below. But alright, my peaches, I'll let y'all go. See y'all again. Bye!